Hey, I'm a dummy and my mic's not working and I didn't realize it, but we're going to San Luis Obispo. So let's go. Oh, you can't look at that, gross. Well, we made it. A 3-hour drive turned into 4.5. But I'm gonna go hang out with my favorite person in the world and have a couple of these suckers with her and call it a night.
Believe. And you're halfway there.
So I am in a house.
It's Thanksgiving. I don't celebrate Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving or anything like that. It's a terrible holiday in my opinion. So I just treat it like any other day, and the food's good, but I can just eat that stuff another day, and I can hang out with friends any other time. I just choose to not recognize it in any form. But I got some wireless mics. I couldn't afford like the really nice ones. These were like 120 from Synco. The instructions are a little too big for me. So we're just gonna figure it out, you know? How does this clip onto the... I'm gonna have to read the instructions. This is too much. Yeah. Oh, read the instructions. Hello. I used to be good with technology, and I would laugh at old people for not knowing how to do shit. I am now that old person. This is more than I want to do right now.
Hey, there's a sandwich. Sandwiches. Come here. Alright, I'll see you later. I'm in the kitchen. In my most recent therapy session, my therapist said that I should take any opportunity I can to cook, since it's something I really enjoy doing and it's something that I really miss. And so I'm going to make some seitan. I usually use vital wheat gluten because it's just the easiest way to make it, but none of the stores that were open had any, so we are going to make it with flour. Bread flour, because it has a higher protein content, so it just works better. But this is the way that it originated almost 1500 years ago in China. Buddhist monks discovered it after soaking some bread dough in water. So this is called the washed flour technique. It's pretty time consuming, but it's super cheap. Like a bag of this is a few bucks, and it makes quite a bit. So let's get to it. It's been a while since I've made washed flour seitan, so we'll see. And I don't have some of the same equipment that I usually use, so normally I would put it in an Instapot, but I'm going to simmer it on the stove instead. But the first step is to make a ball of dough and then soak it in cold water for an hour. So let's do that. All right, now we let that soak for an hour. And while we do that, we drink. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna dump this water out, add some fresh cold water, knead it for a while, dump that water out, fill it back up with cold water, and keep doing that until all that's left is the gluten. So we're washing out the starch, which will just leave the gluten. All right, let's get to it. You just keep kneading that until the water becomes kind of opaque. You can tell like in the beginning it'll be super milky white, and then as you keep doing it, it'll eventually clear up a bit. And then you're left with like a rubbery, like Freddy Krueger face looking ball of goo. So I'm gonna let that sit there for a little while, let some of the water drain out, and then I'm gonna make a broth on the stove and get that simmering. And then I'll probably drop these in as nuggets. Usually I'll do like an entire loaf type situation, but I think today I'm just gonna do little nuggies. And it's very important not to let the water boil while the seitan is in there, or else it will turn like super like rubbery and gross. So you just want a really nice light simmer. Got some fucking soy sauce up in this mother. All right, so I simmered those for about an hour. Then I cut the heat off and I'm gonna let them cool in the broth, because it kind of like, as they cool down, they shrink and capture some more of that broth flavor. So let it sit there for a while and then pull those out, put them, actually maybe I will put them in the fridge overnight in some broth. And then tomorrow I will cut them up further, fry them up, and see how they taste. Hey.
You guys.
Oh, this is so sanitary. Oh my god.
What?
No, this is funny. It's good.
What?
Look in his eye. Ow!
Well, it's time for us to hit the road
I think we're gonna go to the mountain. I did reserve a campsite, but fuck it, we're gonna go to the mountain instead. Well, I'm back. I really need to stop listening to music while I'm recording myself driving because I ruin it. So I'm sorry. Well, my cabinet was up there and I was down here. Ah, fuck. But yeah, this is where I'm spending the night. If you haven't seen previous episode where I'm up here, I call this the mountain. Spent a lot of time up here. Well, here I am stuck on the side of the road. My van stalled out twice, and I'm just letting it sit for a minute. Well, that was a mistake. I thought it'd be a good idea to get out of the stop and go traffic on the freeway. So I took a back road, and it was so sketchy. It was switchbacks like crazy, so I had to go slow. And I'm like, man, if my van dies now, I'm gonna lose power steering, and I'm just gonna like go off the road. There are like super bad potholes. It was rough, so I just pulled over at the very first sign of civilization to kind of relax a minute. I need to figure out what's going on with my van. Until then, I'm just gonna hang out with sandwiches. Watch a little YouTube. Sunday premieres. Alright, see you later.